Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, Joel, you look really muscular and handsome in that Santa suit. I know, but calm down. It's still me underneath. However, at Christmas time, I think we're going to change things up a little bit. The chickens, they deserve a rest. We're not going to touch them at this time of year. Christmas is for everyone to celebrate. And that's what... Just kidding, yeet. And you might be thinking, Joel, it's a bit too early to be celebrating Christmas. Well, the Christmas lights go up today and I want to put my Christmas suit on. You'll be joining me very soon. Unless you don't celebrate Christmas, in which case, happy holidays and... I'm sorry. Anyway, today we're going to be building one house. However, we're going to be duplicating that house into 5 houses, which are all identical. And then I'm going to use one mod per house. And we're going to compare and see which mod is best on their own. Let's start off by building that house. So I got building a very basic vanilla house. I actually started off with stone bricks on the bottom and planks on the top, but I soon changed that just to regular old bricks on the bottom, as I think it just worked a bit better with the color theme I was going for. And I tried to make the house look a little bit interesting. Although it's vanilla, I think this looks pretty cool. And now all we have to do is make 5 copies of it. Whoa, that was easy. Everything is with World Edit. I've actually got another copy right here as well, which I'm going to use as just to show you this is the original vanilla version, and then we're going to change every single one of these. Let's have a look at this house a bit closer. As you can see, we've got an entrance at the front here, but there's also an entrance at the back on to the next floor. We've got a little balcony out the front here. We've got a few little details, nothing too crazy. Inside, it is empty because I haven't decorated it. We've got this weird pillar in the middle. I think this would be quite cool. Kind of separates the room up a little bit. Got a couple of rooms over here. We got the staircase up to the next floor. All the room in here. And the balcony, of course, so we can look out on our other 5 builds. And now we start with the mods. Our first mod we're going to use is the Biomes of Plenty mod. Now you're probably wondering why this mod, as it just adds in a load of different biomes. Well, in those biomes there's lots of different flowers, trees, and just some other different types of blocks as well. So let's see how we can change this house up with Biomes of Plenty. I'm thinking we go for a nature vibe, as it is a biomes mod. So let's maybe make this a greenhouse. Not as in one's made of glass, I mean, I use the color green. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is change this brick here to this malachite, as you can see here. Ooh, very green, very nice. I'm not sure whether to go for willow wood, which looks like this, or go for the ethereal. I think I might go for the ethereal. It's just, if we're going to go vibrant, we may as well go all vibrant. Nice. I do like that. I think that looks pretty good. We can't be using oak wood. Ugh. Let's go for the ethereal as well. Or would the willow look better? You know what? I might go for the willow wood. Although that does look really similar to the oak, so maybe we'll go for the ethereal. Yeah, I think that just looks a little bit better. Very nice, very nice. And we use this andesite for as like sort of an accent, but I think if I use leaves instead, specifically these sacred oak leaves, that could look really cool, as I want to go for that sort of naturey vibe. And leaves, obviously, are nature. I don't know what I'm saying. But you never see people use leaves other than for trees. I guess makes sense. But some of the leaves in this mod actually look really cool. I really like the texture of these ones. Well, I could have used the flowering oak ones. Maybe I'll use a mix. Yeah, if I throw some of these in here, because these are really cute. Yeah, that's good. Already starting to look quite a lot different. But we got to change these spruce fences and the roof as well. The roof just doesn't go with this new look we're going for. So I think I'll go for mangrove for the wood. Because we're making this all a bit like brighter and more vibrant. So mangrove would fit quite nicely. Let's see if we can do this with World Edit command. Yeah, no, it didn't work. See, this is always what happens when you use World Edit and stairs, stuff like that. Gonna have to do it all manually. Back in a second. There we go, that's looking a lot brighter. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like someone's just thrown up on it. Let's change this fence quickly. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Now this is the part where I'm gonna make it even more naturey. We're gonna grab some of these grass blocks. Let's go for the flowering grass because it just looks the cutest. And we're gonna turn the roof into a sort of nature habitat by deleting some of these stairs and replacing it with grass blocks, like so. Just sort of like placing them around randomly. There's no real order to this. There we go, sort of like a nice sort of spread out bit of grass. And then we can use some of these flowers that we have. And I might also throw in some of these leaves up here as well. Just for some like organic vibes, you know, yeah. That was cringe, sorry. And there's a lot of flowers that we can use, and they are ever so colourful. Looking pretty good. Now for the floor, I want to use something slightly different again. We're going to go for these mud brick blocks. Although they're kind of ugly, they're mud, so they're very natural. Oh, and while I'm replacing these, we can also replace all the doors. I think I'm gonna go for ethereal, match the theme. And then we have to replace all these planks with these mud bricks. And there we go, I actually really like that. I think that kind of works for the floor. It really gives that naturey vibe. I guess we should decorate the outside as well, you know, like all this grass area. And we have a load of trees to choose from, lots of saplings. And also I'm going to add a pond, because there's some stuff you can place in the water from the Biomes of Plenty mod. There's these cool corals you can place along the bottom, as well as this seagrass. Lights up your pond a little bit. And of course, bamboo, which you don't have to place by the water. I just think it looks pretty cool there. Place a few of these flowering oaks around. Maybe throw in a few colourful trees as well, but they don't really go with the green aesthetic. And I'm not going to use a sacred oak sapling, because I'll do it over here. This is what happens when you use a sacred oak sapling. It's a bit big, like ridiculously big. And then we can just use all these flowers and other things to decorate. Also using some of this ivy just to place around as well. Looks pretty nice, works like vines. Look at that. That looks pretty good. That kind of doesn't look like the same house anymore. It's very naturey because obviously Biomes of Plenty. And I don't think there's really much more I can add to the outside of this thing. But there you go, the Biomes of Plenty mod. I think that adds quite a lot of stuff for building the outside of your house. Really like that mod. So next up we have the Chisel mod. This mod adds in these chisels here. And then you take any regular old block, say polished andesite or stone, you right click with it, plop that block in there, and you get lots of different options for that block. So this basically just multiplies every vanilla block by about 40 and gives you a load of blocks to work with. Look at all these. So we're actually going to keep very similar to the color theme in this and just show you the difference between what chisel blocks look like and what regular old normal vanilla blocks look like. Let's start with the bricks. Now we have lots of different types of bricks, but I think my favorite is this one here. So there, as you can see, already looking a lot better, but we can change the oak planks as well. And let's go for another sort of like bricky pattern like this. Very nice, very nice. So not a huge difference in comparison to how this looks really, but enough of a difference that I like it. And andesite, this is one of my favorite textures here. I just really like that texture. I don't know what it is about it, but I think it just looks pretty cool. Now the only problem with the Chisel mod is that it doesn't add in any slabs. There's no slabs in here whatsoever, as you can see. So I think we're just going to change the roof, be another type of block. And let's go for a cobblestone, shall we? But not boring old regular cobblestone. Let's go for this layers one here. Now normally I wouldn't do this. I'd just use some normal vanilla stairs, but I just wanted to show you the different textures you can get. And honestly, that just doesn't look great in comparison to how good the stairs looked. I think so far this one's actually looking worse. And I might have taken it past the point of return, as it just looks terrible. But it's one of those mods where you need to have other mods as well, otherwise it's just blocks. That's all it is. It's quite a basic mod. For our third house, we have Quark. Quark adds in a load of blocks. Like, look at all these. These are all Quark here. One of my favourite things this mod adds, though, is definitely the stained planks. That, as well as these terracotta shingles. I think we're going to decorate this house using a mix of those. And we've done green already, so let's go to the other end of the spectrum and do pink. And I think marble goes pretty well with this. We got these marble bricks here, which look very nice, although not with the current colour scheme. They do work with the pink, although still, these oak and these stone stairs just don't look good with these. We're going to change the roof to these magenta terracotta shingle stairs, which again, we have to do manually, so this may take some time. But look, it'll be really quick for you guys. I'll just click my fingers in a second and we'll be done. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. I actually changed up the roof slightly, as this way, the way I had it before, looked really weird with this. I kind of took off, I didn't like it, so I've added the blocks on the end instead. So we're getting there, it's starting to look kind of like a half-decent house, but the logs and the andesite still ruining it for me. Looking a lot different now. But we've still got the spruce floor and fences and all that sort of stuff, so there aren't actually any fences in Quark, however, there are walls. That looks pretty good. I don't think there's any doors in Quark, though. Only trapdoors, unfortunately. But we can make a use out of those with some windowsills. There you go, that's looking a lot better now. We got the walls on, we got the roof, we got some windowsills. The marble and the pink go really well together. I've changed the doors to be birch vanilla doors as well. And these little birch trap doors, which are actually part of the Quark mod because we didn't have birch trap doors in 1.12.2. Quite happy with that one. A lot better than the Chisel. For build number 4, we're going to use the DecoCraft mod, also known as the Props mod. This mod just adds in so much stuff. A lot of it is for decorating the inside, but there's actually quite a few blocks for decorating the outside as well. So we're going to focus on those, of course. Now, I'm pretty sure this mod adds 0 blocks. There's not a single block in here. So instead, let's focus on the things that we can actually change for the better. And the first one of those are windows. So this adds hundreds of windows. Look at them all different styles. And these are all the different sizes you can get, as you can see. I think I'll use these garden style windows up here, as I didn't really build this house with these things in mind. You also got these windows, the double, you got the small crossed ones. I wouldn't normally use a mix, but why not? Today, I'm feeling crazy. When you're inside, these windows are cool as they just add a little bit more space, you know? Extend your house slightly. There's also lots of different types of doors. Some with some cool patterns like this, and some that are just mainly glass like this. Very nice. There's also these banisters, which look really cool. I normally spend ages building stuff like this with the Chisel and Bits mod. Instead, I can just use these. It's just a shame they don't work going upstairs, really. Anything that adds in a picket fence, I'm always a fan of. I like picket fences. But it is a mod that is mainly used for decorating the inside of houses. When it comes to the outside, apart from a few things like flower pots here, there's not really that much use for it. But the things it does add to help build the outside are pretty cool. And now for our final mod. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know about this mod. Of course, it is Chisel and Bits. Let's see how we can improve this house using Chisel and Bits, and we're gonna start with the roof. And of course I had to time-lapse it because it took about 40 minutes to build this stupid thing. The roofs are very fiddly with Chisel and Bits, however, when you finish building them, they do look really nice. I think there's actually other mods out there that are probably better for this, but I like building it with Chisel and Bits because I get to design it myself. And you can't deny the outcome is very pretty looking. It looks really nice, very smooth, completely changes the look of the house in comparison to the other ones. But it looks a bit weird next to these big blocks of andesite. So we're going to change those up a little bit maybe. And we're going to do it at an 1/8 of the size it normally is at. Just a little bit around the edge like so. Now obviously this means we have to change a few other things as well, like these fences up here. Get rid of these. Also this wood here just doesn't look right anymore. So we can change that to brick or log respectively, like so. And then we can build our own fence. And I'm not going to do this overly complicated because I often do and it takes me forever. So instead I'm just going to build something simple like this. And you can see here, it's very effective. There you go, very simple, but you can tell it's modded, which is the best part. And you can do it going down as well, but I'm not going to lie. It hurts me to do that. It hurts my brain. So instead, let's do the windows, which are also quite annoying to build, but not too bad. And you can make the windows as complicated or as tricky as you want. These ones here are quite simple windows, but very effective nonetheless. And a nice bit of texture, you know? So there you go, we've got some single windows, some double windows. I actually prefer these to the DecoCraft ones. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. I think you just customize them more, and which is exactly what I'm going to do with this one here. I've got an idea. Windows like this. I think that looks really cool, really different. Make it look a little bit neater by doing this, I guess. Look at that. Very nice. Like, nice diamond window. And then I can just replicate this in all the other bits by just copy and pasting it. Once I got it built, easy to change around. Look at that. Now you can also do doorways. I really like to change the doorways up. So there you have it. Go for like a little modern sort of doorway there. Very nice little porch when you come out your house. And of course, I've got to do it on just a little bit. We'll add a little bush here using the leaves. And then use this to make some ivy up for the house. But just a little bit, because I can go a bit crazy with this stuff. That'll do, that'll do. But there you have it, the Chisel and Bits house as well. A big contrast to the other ones. And those are our 5 mods. As you can see, each house provides something different. Some of them went a little bit crazy. Some of them look a bit weird and rubbish. And some of them are just not that much different. But they are all different in their own ways to the original house here. Which is your favorite though? Because honestly, I do like the Chisel and Bits one. It's always fun to build with that. But my favorite has got to be the Biomes of Plenty one. I just love how naturey this is. This mod isn't really made for building, but it's one of my favorite mods to build with. I just love it. Lots of cute stuff. There you have it, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy it. And if you've got any ideas for videos for the future, leave those in the comments down below as well. And I shall see you another time. Goodbye.